Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. This is your Manchester United vs Wolves preview. It's Monday the 3rd of January. It's at Old Trafford and it's a 5:30 kick-off. It's Manchester United's first game of 2022. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 3-1 win against Burnley. It was a decent performance against Burnley, especially in the first half. It was a much better performance than the performance against Newcastle last Monday night. The goals against Burnley came from Scott McTominay. It was a well-composed finish from McTominay at the edge of the box. It was McTominay's first goal for Manchester United since February and his 15th goal for Manchester United. The second goal was an own goal by Ben Mee. Jadon Sancho struck it and it got deflected off Ben Mee. In the build-up to the second goal, Matthew Lowton and McNeil got caught in a mix-up. And Manchester United's third goal came from Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo now has 14 goals in all competitions since he re-signed, and he's got 803 goals in his career. And Burnley's goal came from Aaron Lennon. So reflecting on the win against Burnley, Manchester United are now 6th in the league. Wolves, they've had their last 2 games postponed because of COVID. Wolves have got some good players in their team. They've got Raul Jimenez. He's definitely one of the key players that Wolves have got. Manchester United were linked with Jimenez a while ago. Wolves have also got Adama Traore. Manchester United have also been linked with him before. Wolves have also got Trin Chow. He's good. They've also got Daniel Podence. Wolves have also got Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is out with injury at the moment. They've got Fabio Silva. Fabio Silva is out with COVID at the moment. They've also got Hwan Hee-chan. He's out with injury at the moment. Hwan Hee-chan is on loan at Wolves from RB Leipzig. Wolves have also got Ruben Neves. He's definitely one of their key players. He's a midfielder. Manchester United have been linked with Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves has been at Wolves since 2017. Wolves paid 15.8 million for him from Porto. Wolves have also got Dendoncker. They've also got Moutinho. They've got Nelson Semedo. They got Nelson Semedo from Barcelona. They've also got Fernando Markel. Wolves have also got Johnny. Johnny is out with injury at the moment. They've got Nuri, he's also out with injury at the moment. They've got Willie Bolly, he's out with injury at the moment. They've got Yerson Mosquera, he's out with injury at the moment. Wolves have also got Connor Cody. I do highly rate Connor Cody. I remember Connor Cody when he was at Liverpool. He risen up Liverpool's academy. Wolves have also got Romain Saiz, who I like a lot. I think he's a defender. They've also got Max Kilman. So there you go. And I do know a couple of goalkeepers Wolves have got. They've got John Ruddy. They've also got Jose Sarr. Don't forget, back in 2020, Wolves lost Diego Jota to Liverpool. And Wolves also lost Matt Doherty. The Wolves manager is Bruno Lage. He's been Wolves manager for around 6 months now. Wolves appointed Bruno Lage back in June. He's got a contract with Wolves until 2024. Before Wolves, Bruno Lage managed Benfica. Before Bruno Lage, Wolves had Nuno Espirito Santo. Wolves were very consistent under Nuno Espirito Santo. Don't forget, when Nuno Espirito Santo was the Wolves manager, he got Wolves back-to-back 7th place finishes in the Premier League, and he also got Wolves to the FA Cup semi-final for the first time in 21 years. Nuno Espirito Santo left Wolves at the end of last season. Santo, of course, got sacked from Tottenham earlier on this season. Santo enjoyed a very short tenure at Tottenham. He was only there for like 4 months. Manchester United won this fixture last season at Old Trafford 1-0. If you do remember, it was a goal from Marcus Rashford in stoppage time. Manchester United beat Wolves at Molineux in the final game of last season 2-1. And Man United won away at Wolves earlier on this season 1-0. It was a late goal from Mason Greenwood. As you all know, Eric Bailly is injured for Manchester United. He came off injured in the game against Burnley recently. Paul Pogba, he's still out with a muscle injury, but Pogba is very close to returning, which is good news from a Man United perspective because he has been a big miss. Victor Lindelof, he is out with COVID at the moment. And Anthony Martial has got a minor injury. I'm expecting Manchester United to beat Wolves. Wolves are like 8th in the Premier League at the moment. Manchester United's next game after Wolves is Aston Villa in the FA Cup, and then we play Villa again in the league after we've played them in the FA Cup. Ralf Rangnick has been Manchester United's interim manager for around a month now. So far, Rangnick has managed 6 games in all competitions. He's won 4 and he's drawn 2, so he is unbeaten so far. So you can say he has enjoyed a good start to his managerial career at Man United. As you all know, earlier on this week, there was reports saying that Rangnick is already losing the dressing room at Man United and the mood at Man United is very low. And of course it said that Cristiano Ronaldo has major concerns over Ralf Rangnick's methods at Manchester United. But Rangnick is Man United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then after that, Rangnick will continue in a consultancy role for a further 2 years. But there again, Rangnick's been warned that he could lose the consultancy role if he fails to get Manchester United into the Champions League. You know, Rangnick has made changes since he got appointed in as the interim manager at Man United. You know, he's brought 3 additions in. The other week, Manchester United confirmed the appointment of Ewan Sharp as an assistant coach and analyst. And then earlier on this season, Rangnick recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant. And also, Rangnick recommended Sash Chalenzin as a sports psychologist. Before Manchester United, Ralf was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Manchester United must back Rangnick in the January transfer window. He's recently given us an update on the transfers. Rangnick's been given around £75 million to spend in January. There's a lot of players that Manchester United are linked with now. There's been a lot of reports coming out recently about Julian Alvarez. You know, Julian Alvarez could be the first signing of the Ralf Rangnick era. It says that Manchester United are ready to pay the £17 million release clause for Julian Alvarez. And Manchester United have made contact with the agent of Julian Alvarez, and Julian Alvarez is close to joining Manchester United. Julian Alvarez is at River Plate. He's been at River Plate for a long time. His contract at River Plate expires next year. He's only the age of 21, so still young, got a lot of development in him. He's mainly a forward, but he can also operate as a winger. Yesterday, I gave you the news on Ousmane Dembele. You know, Man United have contacted Ousmane Dembele's representatives, so too of other clubs in the Premier League. Ousmane Dembele is set to leave Barcelona after he rejected a contract following a furious meeting with club bosses. I don't want Ousmane Dembele at Man United. He's too injury prone. He's out of contract at Barcelona next year. He's been at Barcelona since 2017. Barcelona got him for £135 million. With add-ons included. Barcelona paid around 96-97 million up front. I thought Ousmane Dembele was actually better at Dortmund than he has been at Barcelona, and before Ousmane Dembele played at Rennes. Earlier on in the season, it said that Ralf Rangnick wants Erling Haaland. Earlier on in the season, it did say that Rangnick spoke with Erling Haaland's father, Alf Hinch Haaland, over the possibility of Man United signing his son next year. He said that Man United are ready to trigger Erling Haaland's release clause, but Erling Haaland's release clause doesn't become active until the summer. His release clause is around £60 million. Haaland is regarded as one of the best strikers in the world. He's a prolific goal scorer. And he's been an absolute revelation at Borussia Dortmund. He's been a Borussia Dortmund player for almost 2 years. He's under contract with them till 2024. Borussia Dortmund paid 17.1 million for him from Red Bull Salzburg. Don't forget, at one point, Haaland played at Molde, and he played under Solskjaer at Molde. And revert back to when we had Solskjaer, Manchester United tried to sign Haaland. Manchester United have been relentlessly linked with Amadou Haidara from RB Leipzig. Rangnick knows the player well because Rangnick used to manage RB Leipzig. Earlier on this season, Rangnick did mention that he wants Amadou Haidara as his first signing as Man United manager. Haidara's already admitted that he's a Man United fan, and he's already admitted that he's a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. He has a £33 million release clause. Recently, Man United were linked with Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. He's rated at around £60 million. Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham have also been long-term targets for Man United. Earlier on in the season, Man United were linked with Rudiger from Chelsea and were also linked with Frankie de Jong from Barcelona. But I'm expecting Man United to enjoy a quiet January transfer window in terms of the incomings. Because Romano has already said that Man United's main focus on new signings is the summer, not January. I'm probably expecting us to make one signing in January. I can assure there will be more outgoings in January than incomings. Manchester United are going to offload quite a few players next year. Martial will leave in January. Not so long ago, Manchester United rejected a loan offer from Sevilla for Anthony Martial. Prior to the Newcastle game, Rangnick confirmed that Anthony Martial wants to leave Manchester United, and the other week Martial held talks with Ralph over his future. Earlier on this month, Martial's agent confirmed that Martial wants to leave Manchester United in January. Martial's demanding more game time. He's getting nowhere near enough game time at Manchester United. Martial's got an injury at the moment. He's no longer good enough to represent the club. I thought he was decent last season, but the best season he enjoyed at Man United was his debut season under Louis van Gaal. You know, he's been a Manchester United player for 7 years. He's got 2.5 years left on his contract. Martial has scored 79 goals in 268 games in all competitions. Manchester United paid the initial fee of £36 million for him from Monaco back in 2015. Edison Cavani, I think he's also leaving the club next year. If he doesn't leave in January, he'll leave in the summer. Earlier on this season, it said Edison Cavani agreed to join Barcelona on an 18-month contract. Barcelona are seeing Cavani as a replacement for Aguero, because Aguero retired not so long ago due to heart problems. There again, Barcelona have just signed Ferran Torres from Man City. Cavani's also been linked with Juventus, and earlier on in the season, Cavani rejected a move to Boca Juniors. Cavani could possibly stay till the summer though, like I said earlier on this season, because Man United are reluctant to let him go on a free transfer next month. Obviously, Cavani played against Burnley recently. He was playing up top alongside Ronaldo. They complement each other, Edison Cavani and Ronaldo. Cavani led the line well against Burnley, but didn't really create much. I recall him having one chance that actually hit Wayne Hennessy in the face. Cavani rescued a point for Manchester United against Newcastle last Monday night, came off the bench, and his goal was fortuitous, to be fair, but it doesn't matter, they all count. Cavani's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Man United got him on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Juan Mata, I think he's also leaving the club next year. Mata's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Revert back to earlier on this year, Juan Mata signed a 1-year contract extension. I can't understand why we extended his contract for the third year, because Mata doesn't really get in the team, plus he's ageing up and he's lost that yard of pace. But despite all of that, Mata's had a good career at Man United. Mata's made over 200 appearances in all competitions and he's scored over 50 goals. And he's been at Manchester United for around 8 years, so he's been a long-serving player. Manchester United got Mata from Chelsea back in 2014 for 40 million, brought him in under the David Moyes era. Lingard, I reckon he'll leave in the summer, because he said earlier on this season that Lingard will be staying at Man United in January to fight for his place under Ralph Rangnick. When we had Solskjaer, Lingard said he wanted to leave Man United. Not so long ago, Man United set a 20 million asking price on Lingard for him to leave in January. Lingard doesn't get in the team. Does he? But Lingard has been part of Manchester United for a long time. He reasoned up our academy. He's had his good periods at Man United. He's had his bad periods. The second half of last season, he enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. Newcastle are no longer in for him now. West Ham want to re-sign him, and earlier on this season I heard Lingard wanted to go abroad. I reckon that Man United will loan Amad Diallo out as well next year, so he can obviously get more opportunities. He's not getting nowhere near enough opportunities at Man United. He's played a few times in the first team, but he's played nowhere near as much as I expected. Let's put into the equation how much Man United got him for. We got him in a deal worth 37 million with add-ons. Disregarding add-ons, it was 19 million. We got him from Atalanta. Matic, Man United will offload him next year. Matic obviously played alongside McTominay against Burnley recently. I thought Matic protected the defence well. And as you all know, I've always had my strong reservations about Matic, because he's always been a static midfielder, plus he's ageing up. But he has had his good games at United. Manchester United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017 for £40 million. Donny van de Beek, he'll leave Man United next year. Surprisingly, Donny van de Beek was on the bench in Man United's 3-1 win against Burnley. I expected Van de Beek to start, with obviously Fernandes not being available, because obviously Fernandes was suspended for the game against Burnley because he got his 5th yellow card of the season in the game against Newcastle on Monday night. Paul Pogba, if he leaves Man United next year, he'll leave in the summer, because the Manchester Evening News said not so long ago that Man United are not negotiating a Pogba transfer next month. He said Man United expect Pogba to stay in January despite Pogba nearing the end of his contract. His current contract at Man United expires in the summer. Revert back to the start of the season, Pogba rejected a new Man United contract offer. Like I said, Pogba's out with a muscle injury at the moment, but he's close to returning. Revert back towards the start of the season when he was fit though, he was in scintillating form. He's provided 7 assists so far in the league this season. Pogba produced good performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season as well, but at one point last season he was out with a thigh injury for a while. You know, Paul Pogba's had a long-running transfer saga. He's been relentlessly linked with his former club Juventus. He did enjoy 4 good years at Juventus before he rejoined Man United. Real Madrid have been linked with him. PSG have been in for him before. Barcelona have been in for him. And Inter Milan have been in for him before as well. Manchester United paid £89 million for Pogba. So he's our most expensive signing at the moment, and this season is his 6th season at the club since he rejoined, and he's won 3 trophies at Man United so far. Jones and Bailly will leave the club as well next year. Do you think Tellez could leave the club next year? I actually thought Dean Henderson was leaving in January, but may not be leaving now because Rangnick recently told Dean Henderson he cannot leave Manchester United on loan in January. You know, Henderson wants regular game time, and obviously he's not getting it at Man United because revert back to last summer, De Gea reclaimed the number 1 spot back. Henderson's only made 2 appearances this season. He was in goal for the games against Young Boys at Old Trafford, you know, that 1-1 draw. That was our final game of the Champions League group stage, and he was in goal for the game against West Ham in the Carabao Cup earlier on in the season. Earlier on this season though, Henderson was out with COVID for a while, but towards the end of last season Henderson got that number 1 jersey, and to his credit he did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for last season. Henderson now regrets signing that new long-term contract. He signed a contract with Man United until 2025 before the start of last season. Before Man United, Henderson endured 2 successful loans with Sheffield, and he's had other loan spells before, so reflecting on that, he gained some experience. Henderson's our 2nd choice goalkeeper. Obviously, we've got Tom Heaton as well. He's our 3rd choice goalkeeper. So there you go. And in the summer, Manchester United will get a permanent manager, I can assure that. Man United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Manchester United have already sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson, even though we're not really known as a sacking football club. You know, we sacked David Moyes after 10 months. Then Man United sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years, despite Man United winning the FA Cup under Van Gaal. Then Manchester United sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years. Mourinho did enjoy 1 good season at Man United because he won 3 trophies in his first season. And a month ago, Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer was in charge of Manchester United for almost 3 years. Man United officially sacked Solskjaer after the 4-1 defeat to Watford the other month. By the way, I'd like to wish a happy 80th birthday to Alex Ferguson. I almost forgot about it, I've just remembered now. Obviously Alex Ferguson's the greatest manager ever and the greatest manager Manchester United have ever had. You know, no one will replicate what Ferguson did at Man United. You know, Ferguson won 30 odd trophies at Man United, including 13 Premier League titles, so reflecting on that, he brought success to the club. You know, Ferguson didn't settle in straight away though, because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. Alex Ferguson was at Manchester United for around 26 years, so reflecting on that, he was a very long-serving manager. Anyway, on my next video, I'll be talking with you about Donny van der Beek and Harry Maguire. So join me then. So anyway guys, take care, God bless. You know my channel name, it's Red Devil 24, so hit that like button or subscribe if you'd like to.